Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Victoria 2, the Grand Combination, with me, Alpha Omega, and the Ottoman Empire. So we're getting very close to our goal of 1910, where we are going to switch to Hearts of Iron for the Great War campaign, but we still got a couple of episodes ahead of us, and thinking about it, one thing that's actually kind of funny is that we'll be ending in almost exactly the historical way to the Ottomans, and that we haven't been able to turn this around, both due to the difficulty, very hard, which meant that the British and the Russians basically bullied us into the historical outcomes. What we managed to do, though, is get Dalmatia, and we have Bosnia as our puppet. We also have Persia and Khorasan as our puppets, so that is something. We also have this nation. I always forget it's Anazar Sheikhdom as our puppet, so things aren't all that bad. They're not great, but they're not bad either. So I have to say that, we have done our best. Let's just continue. We're gonna get hit by another huge issue here because, I'm starting a new session. Let's do 2 or 3 episodes this one. Distribution channels. As the line for resources to finished value-added product became longer from specialization channels of distribution opened as some companies specialized in distribution to shops. This made the supply side more effective. Factory cost minus 1%. We've been getting a lot of these economic oriented discoveries. There's still a lot of them, but I don't think they're going to change anything for us. We have been summarily defeated by the Russians, and since then I kind of capitulated on the idea that we're going to expand in any meaningful way. Alright, the economy actually fixed itself quite rapidly. Surprised. Usually it takes much longer. And I mean, we've saved a bunch of money, so we're really doing sort of okay. Let's curtail distribution. We can see what kind of things we could do here. Colombia has requested military access from us. No. What kind of wars are on? Oh, still the Brazilian liberation. British. Okay. None that would be too interesting. Alright, here we go. The economy is tanking a little bit. But again, I saved up a lot of money in the previous episode. So things are not all that bad. We still owe over £204,000. But it's not dramatic. And we can always cut the budget if we need to, because we've been splurging a little bit. Tensions rising. How's the tensions doing anyway? Wait, no, that's not. Where the hell is the tensions? Colonial. Oh, here. Gurja. Okay, well, Gurja is a little bit of an issue, but other than that, we can insist that this area is ours. So my automatization is going to be done soon. We have a lot of research points and it's getting better. We have been investing heavily in literacy and everything. So I kind of like the idea of us doing good. Okay, so my automatization is done, which means... What is it? Industry, right? Yes. Semi-automatization gives you factory food tech, but it gives you a ton of potential upgrades, which are really nice. Silk production, firearms, machine tools, power loom, jigs. Yeah, a lot of them. Alright, I think that at this point I might want to go either with biologism to help with the max national focus, but this one helps with rebels as well. This one's gives prestige, but nothing all that great. Anything? Let's get army decision making just for good measure, and then we're gonna switch to organic chemistry. We shouldn't trash the army too much, even though an outcome of a war right now is fairly decided. Alright, diplomacy. We were improving relations with Italy, weren't we? Yeah, so let's upgrade them a little bit and consider that done. Let me see the population. We have 340,000 soldiers. We've been doing some focuses on that. We have over 7,500 capitalists. We have 230,000 intellectuals. We still have any? No, we don't have any slaves. We've outlawed that a long time ago. And we have almost 600,000 craftsmen. Nice. Population is also growing steadily. Our total population is almost at 50.5 million. And we're at positive numbers. Fairly high, actually, in positive numbers. Though we're paying a ton in industrial subsidies. Let me just repay a little bit of this loan to lay off on the interest. Good. So we managed to get through the initial part of the game without racking up more debt, which is good. Good. And I think we can speed it up a little bit. So what kind of projects can we fund here? Anything? Okay, let's spend. Oh, you guys are funding that. Alright. Work harder. Let's fund the development bank. You guys should be okay with this one, funding it on your own, shouldn't you? Yeah. Organize a crackdown. Let's fund this one as well. Another one over here. Alright, the railroads. I'll fund the railroads. And another development bank over here. Let's repay 12k. This man is clearly dangerous. Okay, soon we'll be able to start recruiting more units. Alright, nice. Mechanized plantation. The introduction of mechanization to plantation allowed for harvesting to occur more rapidly and for far more land to be manageable by the individual farmer. This freed up a great deal of labor and led to the growth of urban centers. So silk production throughput 20%. Produce, tobacco, coffee, and opium production throughput all increased by 20%. Amazing. Alright, we still have a lot of loans to repay. Conservatives and reactionaries are losing ground. Fascist, radicals, liberals, communists, and socialists. Eastern phrases ours. Alright, let's look at the projects. More development banks. Clothing industry. Oh, the rubber goods industry. We want that one. Okay, we can fund it completely. I think that's the second rubber factory that we're building, isn't it? Speak softly. Yeah, you require chemicals and raw rubber. W-loom. Silk production 20%. And textiles production throughput plus 10%. A W-loom is a type of floor loom that controls all the warp threads using a device called a Dobby. The main advantage of the W-loom is that more intricate design can be produced. W-looms can be operated by wooden legs with pegs which rotate around a roller above the loom. The peg in the legs correspond to a lifting plan which controls which harnesses are lifted. Punched paper pattern cards can also be used. Nice. Let's conduct a new investigation. Throw another 6k at the or 7k at the. And these crises really aren't great. Greece funds military access and new war? War of the Italian and Mozambique concession. Italy versus United Kingdom. Oh. Well, good luck, Italy. Food packing system. By introducing new methods for packing food, the export of foodstuff peaked in the industrialized world, enabling people to live in the crowded cities. Grain production plus 10% and canned food production plus 2%. More money. Yeah, we need to cut taxes and increase expenses because rather than doing that, I'm going to increase administration expenses by 5%. Use Greek. Okay, 27.53 research points per day. Whitney and Colt standardized small arms and integral distillery process. So Whitney and Colt standardized small arms. By constructing special machines that produce standardized parts, small arms became cheaper and simpler to construct and repair, plus 2% firearms production. And integral distillery process. Greater knowledge of the fermentation process, further dynamic coherences during boiling and distilling, and introduction of machinery into the traditional ways of producing fermented beverages allow the wineries, breweries, and distilleries to grow beyond family enterprises and thus established a new sector of industry. Beverages plus 2%. We're going to mitigate the policy, so I take it army decision making done. Do we get anything from it? Yeah, organization morale and max speed. Army risks management, more speed, organization and morale. Well, we were talking about organic chemistry for a while, and it is a very important one. So let's get that one done. Alright, we're struggling a little bit with money now. Load the intellectuals. Impact. Alright, we're getting back. Industrial subsidies dropped again, which is good because we really don't need that much of those to keep the economy afloat. We need to start building up the army because that's where we lost a lot of points. Canada is firmly ahead of us. I was really hoping we could get at least to 8th place, but no, that's not happening. Okay, 148 with Italy, 193 with Russia, 180 with Britain, our puppet master Germany 200. Curtail distribution. So how could we look at informations? Japan is far away. France I don't care about. So here's Persia. Let's get better relations with Persia. Conduct aerial investigation. Okay, getting decent amount of money again. Leave it be. Let's look at the projects. Organic work, support the movement. None of these projects really are interesting to me. And you have some unemployed people in South Macedonia. That's fine. I don't understand the calculation of these subsidies. Because it claims that luxury furniture in Ankara is taking £16 per day. Days of insolvency. Communists in cars. Kurdish population lowered by 2%. All poor strata gain militancy. Crackdown on the communists. Independent military command. The old rules said that an officer breaking an order of a higher officer was to be brought to court-martial. This made decision-making very indecisive. At this point, regulations said that an officer was to carry on the core idea of the order of a superior officer, but how was at his own discretion. This was actually something Germans excelled at during Second World War. They had a really good staff, which was able to carry out their orders independently and work very well. Prevent the organization from recruiting. Local militancy. Oh, let them. I don't care that much anyway. Alright, we're actually gaining quite a lot of money. The budget seems to be doing really good. So let's invest 10% more into education, 5 more into administration, and 5 more into military spending, which is gonna make us have more officers and more soldiers. We'll have more bureaucrats and more education as well, which more literacy and more research points. Thomas steel. This method not only cleaned iron during the process of making it into steel, but also allowed for the new use of iron that earlier had been unusable because of its low grade. Militancy is not that high, but we have rebels organizing. You see, if we have Jacobin rebels, raise now or fall dead. Militant socialists could be a little bit of a problem. Alright, we're at 80k when it comes to debt, or 85k. Nice, debt is almost gone. We're actually making a decent bank. Decent enough that we might lower on the debt or lower the taxes on our people. Oh, you're again in sphere of Austria-Hungary, huh? Heinrich Schliemann. Heinrich Schliemann was a German businessman and archaeologist and an advocate of the historical reality of places mentioned in the works of Homer. Schliemann was an archaeological excavator of Troy, along with the Mycenaean sites of Mycenae and Tiryns. His work lent weight to the idea that Homer's Iliad and Virgil's Aeneid reflect actual historical events. Extra prestige. Patriotic Society, we've done B. Russia is the ally with France. It's crazy. Germany's army is so weak, it's insane. They've lost every single war during this. Russia renames its territory. Brazilian liberation. Actually, that war. Landowners. Crush the revolters. Brazil. They're still fighting. Interestingly. No, they're actually not. Their war is over, but I don't know. So who's fighting Colombia? France, alright. Directive policy stance. Do we have... Alright, another change in the parliament. Conservatives, reactionary fascists. Liberals, communists, socialists. Organized crackdown. Alright, debt is down to 38k, which is amazing. It's almost nothing, and we can start saving up. Alright, let's fund the university in Diyarbakir. And the capitalists are actually funding everything their own. Alright, we could start raising up underground newspapers. We got nothing to fear. Let's slow it down and think about raising another army, because we can actually do it now. Workers' Committee. Get back to work. The workers in the state-run workers' committee in one of our provinces have proposed that all local workers be given an extra day off each year on account of the hardships they endure. While this would, in the grand scheme of things, not cost us very much, it would still be seen as pandering overmuch to the sensibilities of the working classes, and it might give the riffraff bad idea for the future. Get back to work, you lazy bastards, and give me the 12 prestige. Alright, so we could potentially raise another army, no problem. Are you guys getting some reinforcements at this set? 297 men, yeah, that's nowhere near enough. But I think we got 20, 20, 10, 10, 10. First Balkan army is on a 19. But we got... Yes, another army squad there. This man is clearly dangerous. Yep, we're done. Alright, so we could raise an entirely new army. Where would we position it? Okay, for some reason, Army of Tunis is still here. So let's change this to 1st Dalmatian Army and 2nd Dalmatian Army. Caps lock. And we'll have 2nd Dalmatian Army. Alright, and that means we need an army of Tunis. So a 2nd would be an army, basically. And I think this one could be completely colonial if we want to. Turkish, Albanian. So we can save the guards for service in Europe. Alright, so Bulgarian, Greek, Albanian, Croatian, and with Armenians? No. Alright, so they'll keep each other in check. We'll give you Mashriki Hussar, and artillery is going to be Bulgarian, Greek, Albanian, Vazidi, and Kurdish. Alright, so that's going to be one army that's going to be sent to Tunis, and then we're going to create another... First army in Izmir. Alright, that's wrong, but 1st Balkan army, 2nd Balkan army, 3rd Balkan army, 4th Balkan army. But we need a 5th Balkan army here. And that one is going to be created by you. 3, 4, 5. For now, we're gonna just recruit the guards. Everything else is gonna go to the 2nd Tunisian army. Alright, so we repaid the loans almost, but not quite because we're like in a small deficit. But that's due to the recruitment drive. Alright, we got way too many diplomatic powers, so let's increase relations where we can. So to have that much else going on. I think we have 200 if you don't, yeah. Alright, Kingdom of Italy, increase relations. I would really love it if we could just go after Serbia at some moment, but it's not gonna happen. But again, we don't know. Someone might attack Austria-Hungary and we could try again. We could try again. It's not like we have much to lose. Oh god, they were 1711. How can I have 908 military score? It's Canada, for God's sakes. What the hell are you guys packing here? Oh, you're mobilized because you are at war. Alright. That makes a little bit of sense, I guess. Alright, let's get the organic chemistry. And we're gonna call this episode a day. Delegated military power, morale was 40%, and machine tools. This meant that an officer could temporarily delegate authority to one or more of his subordinates when come to clearly defined areas of responsibilities. This meant that he did not have to control everything himself at all times and that he could focus on the important questions. Morale was 30, and here we get machine tools. Effect factory throughput tech was 5% and machinery production output was 10%. By constructing special machines that produced standardized machine tools, the exchangeability in industry is vastly improved. Awesome. So thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next episode in 1905.